Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video. This time we are in Austin, Texas in the United States of America for the Formula 1 Grand Prix on the new Austin, Texas circuit. So we qualified on pole by a couple of tenths over Lewis Hamilton. Our teammate Sebastian Vettel DNF'd in qualifying too and didn't put a lap in, so unfortunately he will start from position 16 today. But here's our setup. We're running 3-1 aero, 51 to front, 51% of the brakes to the front and the 49 to the back, 1-9 for this balance, 1-1-11-11. Changed the gearbox around over between now and last season, and we'll be switching out the new motor, putting a new motor in for the Brazilian Grand Prix, but stopping on lap 6 for some prime tyres. So we're going to go for the normal race strategy. Vettel has the edge of us in one of the teammate challenges, so can we get back at him today? We'll find out, but let's head onto the grid for the Austin Grand Prix. So William on pole, second goes to Lewis Hamilton, and 16th is Sebastian Vettel. So the world champion not liking that, that's for sure. Here we go. Put it in lean, 5 lights. And away we go. We didn't get a great start. We're going to use all our curves going up to turn 1. Lost that big time on the start of this race. We were on a racing part of the track, so we were on the cleaner side of the track compared to Lewis, but he was able to get a better start and he slowed up William big time right there. He's done it again, and we've clipped Rosberg and spun him. Penalty already. God. So Hamilton's already got some sort of problem in the opening lap of the Grand Prix till he's just lost 3 spots in the course of 1 corner, if probably not more already. Now we're out ahead again. So we're going to have that one defensive move. But Rosberg doesn't want to take that position away from us, and we've made a big mistake. We rejoined the track dangerously there, but we let Massa have some room. So corner karting, just making a few errors in the opening lap. So Seb down the auto still. In the opening lap of the Austin, Texas Grand Prix, United States Grand Prix. So lap 1 done and dusted. So the car starts to sort himself out. Hamilton back to 3rd. So he must have been taking it this carefully on the opening lap. So it looks like Seb made up a few spots there. Don't know if he did or not. So you'll find out in Australia if we're with Red Bull or if we've moved to Mercedes or gone to a completely different team. So still getting used to the circuit. Just been haven't had much practice around here. We only did a few laps in practice, and then we did a few laps in qualifying. Made another mistake. We keep locking up. So we'll leave room for Felipe Massa, who gets the position. He's making a few errors that we shouldn't be making. So Lewis Hamilton challenging Fernando Alonso, Felipe Massa here at the moment. Williams has been really conservative in the opening part of the race. He always is. So Fernando Alonso setting the fastest lap of the race. So according to Andy Knight, Felipe Massa's a second behind us. We'll find out again as we cross this middle sector split. I think he's a second behind. He's probably like 9-8 tenths off at the moment, but still holding our ground fairly easily. Hamilton's got DRS on Felipe Massa and gets the move done, and we've just stuffed up again. So Alonso got past Felipe Massa as well. So Massa lost 2 positions in 1 corner. So it looks like Seb ain't making any ground here at this stage. So Andy Knight, our racing engineer, telling us about Fernando Alonso and Ferrari getting ready for a pit stop, and we've turned in way too early for turn 1. So we have to back out of the turning a little bit as Hamilton sets the fastest lap of the race in his Mercedes. So William hasn't had the second half of the season as much as he planned on doing, but he won the World Drivers' Championship in India a few races ago, and he was very happy to have that back in his hands. Of course, he won't get the trophy till after the season, when the FIA have their annual presentation. So we're going to have the DRS threat. We're going to stay to the outside. Hamilton can go to the inside. Did we make this time? Yeah, we do. We made it this time for the first time since qualifying. Wow, that's so bad. So, just getting some wheel spin out of the corner. So let's hope we can carry on with this and win the Austin Grand Prix. I think we won it last year. Oh no, we got second last year. So we're going to have another DRS threat from Lewis Hamilton, but it's not going. He wasn't close enough to get the move done. Got some marbles on our tyres, but it's not really going to worry us too badly at this stage. Of course, Williams, well, partner now, almost wife, Cheryl Lloyd. She stayed in Britain to organise the wedding. So William, obviously coming to America. And he says, we've just chucked it up, we've just thrown it, and we've come back onto the track and partly hit Lewis Hamilton's front. We hit Lewis Hamilton's front wing. Lewis Hamilton and Alonso both of the DRS. Contact between Alonso and Hamilton. The old teammates Hamilton and Alonso back when they're both in McLaren. He's having a lot of understeer at the moment. And there goes Lewis Hamilton. Oh, there's contact. We just pull out ahead. And we've cut the corner again. We just pulled out ahead there. We were lucky to get away with that one. So yeah, our front tyres are wearing out pretty fast. So let's see if we get to the end of this lap without making a mistake. So it looks like Seb's made a few spots up now to the DRS, and Vettel sets the fastest lap of the race. He's a whole second faster than William, that's for sure. Whilst William struggling in the opening laps here in Austin. And there's mistake number 2. As we're getting a huge amount of wheel spin coming out of the corners. So Sher Lloyd should be watching this Grand Prix back in Britain. So Hamilton, even with the DRS, wasn't close enough to get us. So he made that corner again. Hamilton made a mistake. So we had the 1.1 second gap over Lewis. And have just made another mistake, caught on the marbles. And Hamilton refuses to go past. So making so many mistakes in this early part of the race. We're going to have to make it up in this second half of the race. Of course, Hamilton's going to have a front wing change. Prime tyres are going to go on the car. We're being held up here. Just great, that's just great. So Vettel in position 6. And Adrian Siddle just those passes. So let's see if we can get a better stint on these tyres than what we did on the opening stint. So if we stay this, well, if we get the DRS on Adrian Siddle, we'll be happy with that. I don't think we will, because we've got a better run coming out of the corner. Much better than Adrian Siddle in this whole part of the track now. He's got the fresh tyres. Vettel's still a fair way up the road, but sorry, just checking something. There's a car off up the road. Who is it? It's Felipe Massa. Adrian Siddle holding out Fernando Alonso. We made that finally. That'd be a first. So a bunch of cars going to come into the pit lane. So we finished lap 7. And we pull out in the lead. So Vettel, he's gained a lot since the start of this race, that's for sure. So the German wants to continue his championship. He wants to finish second in the championship. That's the only spot he can finish now. That's, well, best spot he can finish. Because Williams already taken the title. So Sebastian is in 6th place. We have 20 cars left in it. We'll check who retired at the end of the race. We'll check out 2 retirements. I'm pretty sure Rosberg was one of them. Vettel up to 5th. So the second half of the race is looking much better for us at the moment. Seb is making his way up through the field at a rapid rate of knots. And we just set the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. So hopefully it actually is the fastest lap. And as I say that, Alonso sets the fastest anyway. But we're still keeping the lead, that's the most important thing here at the moment. Having some understeer moments during the S's section. There's marbles everywhere. So we still have just over a second gap back to Fernando Alonso. So have a 1.5 second gap. It's probably closed down now because of that little mistake. So Vettel in 5th spot. He's gained 11 spots since the start of the race. Almost 10 laps ago. Now it's 10 laps ago. So still have the gap over Fernando Alonso. It's Sergio Perez for McLaren doing a really good job. So he has 4 different teams in the top 5. As we've got William representing Red Bull and Sebastian Vettel representing Red Bull, and Seb's in 5th. Ferrari, Mercedes and McLaren. So 2 Red Bulls, McLaren, Mercedes. A Mercedes and a McLaren. So 19 cars left in it now, so a few cars retiring. We've already lost 3. Alonso coming on strongly now. Gained pretty much a whole second on us in that middle sector. Look at Seb, he's coming at a rapid rate of knots. Sergio, better look out, buddy. But God damn it. So Ford holding off Alonso. William wins the Austin Grand Prix, he'll be happy. So lap number 11. Not many laps to go. Alonso's got DRS on us again. Alonso not giving up on the fight for the lead. Try and get some points over Sebastian in the championship. He only used one flashback this race, so that's impressive. So Seb looks like he's going to have DRS on Sergio Perez. And Alonso's got DRS on William, but I don't think it's going to pay off. Yeah, it doesn't pay off. It wasn't close enough. Here comes the German. Can Sergio defend off Sebastian Vettel? Perez dealing with the German driver, Sebastian Vettel. The only German in the top 5. So Alonso gaining on us. Yeah, this is my brother that opened the door. So season 2 almost done and dusted. Season 3 will be a few days away. So will Vettel get past Sergio Perez this time round? We've got a pretty big gap back to Alonso here, so we're fine. We'll probably just fasten through the first sector, because that's where the Red Bull obviously finds its speed. And Sebastian Vettel now into 4th. So he's made 12 spots since the opening lap. In 12 laps he's gained 12 positions. Two laps remaining. So Alonso putting pressure on us at the moment. It's not paying off. We just seem to have the better car through the first half of the lap. And obviously that's what causes Alonso to just fade back a little bit every lap. It's our raw speed through the first half of the lap. It's closer this time round, so I'd be surprised if he gets us. And he's coming. It's not enough again. This is the part of the lap where Alonso really finds the speed. So can Fernando Alonso steal a race win off William? He's just got over a lap to do so. Well, he's got exactly a lap left to do it. Engine, here comes Fernando. Getting closer down the main straight than what he does on the back straight. So Vettel's sealing for 4th. Unless somehow Alonso or Hamilton lose their front wing. So the final lap of the race. Less than a lap to go. Exactly half a lap left. And that was Alonso's pretty much last opportunity. A couple more to go. Probably one more to go. I need to put a sign up on my door, that's for sure. So we're going to take the win. Alonso will come home 2nd. And Hamilton will finish 3rd. Sebastian Vettel will come home in position number 4. Great drives from Sebastian. And we take the win here in Austin. Just what we needed. Take the win. That's all important.
Great drive. You dominated the whole weekend. Pole and the race win. Fantastic.
So Daniel Ricciardo finishing 12th. So rounding out the podium was Fernando and Lewis. William taking the win. Wow. So, it looks like Sebastian Vettel seals 2nd in the Drivers' Championship. Red Bull finishing 1-2 in the Drivers' and 1st in the Constructors' Championship. Alright guys, thanks all for watching. Hope you have enjoyed the Austin Grand Prix. It was an entertaining race, this one, compared to other races. But hope you enjoyed it. William will definitely appreciate the support. Go like his Facebook page, Mr. BT Films, for all the updates about the Brazilian Grand Prix, the final race of the season. Until Brazil, see you next time. Bye bye.